All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our beautiful bride and handsome groom on what is one of the most magical days of their lives. After the uncertain times we've endured the last year and a half, it's so special to see Ben and Emily's families and closest friends come together in Rhode Island to celebrate the happy couple and the life they've already started to build together. I'd love to start with a big round of applause to the mothers of the bride and groom, Debbie and Maria. We know without you today would not have been possible, and you both look stunning tonight. And shout out to the MVPs, John and Al, the fathers of the groom and bride. Thank you for all your help and support leading up to the big day. I do want to personally thank my family. You've welcomed Emily into our house ever since that first play date in 2000, and you've totally been okay with her making herself at home in our house, and Grandma's house, and Yaya's house, and coming on family vacations, and really anywhere we've been. So thank you all, and a special shout out to my sister for all your help with planning for the bridal shower and bachelorette. I could not have done it without you. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rachel, and I've been fortunate enough to call myself Emily's best friend for the last 2 decades. I'm also the maid of honor. Oh wait, no, I'm the matron of honor. Emily has not let me forget that while I may be a month and a day younger than her, I'm not to be confused with the single, unattached, carefree bridesmaid. No, I am the old, married, responsible lady. I'm the one with time to go and a portable charger in my purse just in case, so I got you both. But seriously though, I was given the honor of being Emily's maid of honor, matron of honor, at the age of 8. Emily told me, when I get married one day, you're gonna be my maid of honor. And I'm pretty sure neither of us knew what that was, but we've watched many rom-coms since then, so I've started to hone my skills of planning brunches and weekends away, going with her to the bathroom just in case she needs anything, and most importantly, gathering stories for 2 decades to put into a wedding toast. So I actually started writing this toast 3 years ago, and it may sound insane that it was that long, but I knew in my heart that we'd be standing here one day to watch these 2 amazing individuals say I do. And I'm not sure if they thought that at that time. But while it might seem insane, it's true that no matter what the situation or circumstances, I've always been in Ben's corner. Maybe to a fault, because I often get into the middle of their tiffs over who's going to drive to Federal Hill or what they're going to eat for dinner that night. But what I've never really explained to Emily is that the way I look at it, when you meet the person that was meant for your best friend, you can picture the years ahead of moments and memories they're going to have together. And it's then that you want to protect that happiness, that love that you know she'll have forever. And I've known that since the day I met Ben. So after I mentioned to Emily I've been writing the speech for a while, a month ago she asked if I was done. And I laughed because no, I was not done. For those of you who know me, you know I'm both a perfectionist and a procrastinator. So in school we'd have assignments and we would get them for the same class, and Emily would start the assignment right when it was assigned. She'd put in the effort to get her A, and that was it. Whereas I would play a torture game with myself to try to wait till the last possible day, but I'd stay up through the night putting glitter and confetti and add song lyrics in where I could to the project, to try to get that A+ last minute. So while Emily was naturally book smart, she didn't have to put in so much stress and effort. But with that, I'd say I didn't finish the speech till this week, and of course I had to go and add some confetti and glitter. So DJ, can you hit it? It's all right, you can turn it off. Everyone who knows me in this room just had a heart heart attack. I'm probably the worst singer. I don't know. Emily and I were talking about whether Emily or I was a worse singer, so I won't, make you listen to me for the next 5 minutes while you're sitting here with no salads. Listen to me sing. But I have, however, turned the rest of my speech, which is really the story of Emily and Ben, and a little bit of Emily and me as well, into a poem. And the poem is titled Best Friends. Where to start, where to begin, guess we should just get stuck in. I was the new girl in school, the tough redhead, but no one knew inside I was filled with dread of making new friends, would they like me, be cool? And I checked out the desk, and what did I see? The name tag read Emily. Would this be my new best friend? Would we like each other immediately? Neither of us knew we were a match made together, a sneaky teacher's aid, uniting a bond that would never sever, the push we needed to become best friends forever. And from there, that was it. We were by each other's sides through it all. Every laugh, every memory, every late night phone call. We were there for each other through all the moments, big and small. We made up dances to Shania Twain, complained when our siblings drove us insane, and we played manhunt in the Chanel backyard and won every game. She pushed me out of my comfort zone, convincing me to go away to sleepaway camp. I remember the day when she asked on the phone, saying even if it was scary, I wouldn't be alone. So we went to Camp Pembroke, and our buddy was there if we needed someone nearby. Sprained ankles, social kisses, there for when the mean girls made us cry, faking synced periods while the fellow campers swam by. And as we grew older, our taste did too, trading summer camp and holiday vacations, Florida, New Jersey, Vermont, always finding fun things to do. We gained our independence, but supported each other through and through. Emily running track while I hung with the newspaper crew. We went to the football games just to watch the marching band. Dated silly boys we could never really understand. When picking out dresses for school dances, we lent each other a hand. We were always in sync, step by step. Summer jobs, internships, so study abroad was next. I chose London for the theater and Shakespeare, and Emily chose beachy Sydney that junior year. While I was busy meeting the love of my life over a beer, Emily was 10,000 miles away and shedding a tear because back on the East Coast, there was a boy she held dear. This one is good. Opposites attract. It's like two magnets you can't hold back. Never have I seen two people complement each other more. Never have I seen my best friend love and laugh like this before. Little did these UVM college kids know what was in store. So let's go back a bit to when Emily met Jason. Way before she met his roommate she'd eventually be chasing.
That's great.
They formed a close bond in business class. She appreciated Jason's math tips along with the sass. And when they both chose athletic campus for their dorm, they knew their friendship was bound to last. So with Jess and Carly and Steph on the floor in the Austin dorm they all hang about, that's when Emily met Jason's roommate and tried to figure him out. This smart guy knew his math and he looked pretty fine. She thought maybe they could be more than friends, but she had her doubts. So they stayed connected through the year, going to parties, studying hard, riding bikes naked with no fear.
I didn't hear about that.
How did that know about that?
I guess you didn't know about that.
Yeah, they were riding bikes naked.
Emily.
Fast forward to junior year. With only one semester of fun before Emily was off to soak in the sun, she'd be going to Sydney for the entire semester. Would her and Ben finally get together, or would they let their feelings fester? While he threw her an epic going-away party, Ben's attendance in the feelings department was still a bit tardy. So she found her way down under that winter, but something bothered Ben. The taste in his mouth surprisingly bitter. he realized he'd missed the girl from upstairs, the one who would tease him and always went out of her way to show that she cared, the one who was 10,000 miles away while he was there. So they FaceTimed each week, and while Emily was off on her adventure, Ben planned and plotted to finally catch her. As soon as she returned, he locked it down, letting her know he missed her around, telling her while she was gone, he was all but unwound, hoping that they'd be on common ground. She, of course, agreed, and the two became an item. Soon after, Jen and I met him and said we would fight him. If he ever hurt her or led her astray, my parents also met him that day, testing him out on us first to get the okay. Before Ben would meet her parents, Emily wanted to see what we'd say. Now, Jen was just happy Ben could buy her booze for her birthday. But seriously though, senior year was the best. The two together and so happy at last, enjoying time with their UVM friends as their UVM journey went by fast. It's been 7 years since then, and Ben and Emily have grown closer and closer. She's so happy in Rhode Island with Angie Toko and the clan of Moshiers. Grateful that in the end she chose Ben and he chose her. The two have pushed each other to try new things. Ben took Emily to Patriots games, bundled up in their team gear, cheering on the football kings. Much different than the girl I knew in high school who would throw a Super Bowl party and then sleep through everything. The girl I faced off with at the Powder Puff game and tackled on the left wing. Now, Emily introduced new hobbies to Ben too. She'd spent her life traveling to over 40 countries across the ocean blue. Her passion for exploring new places, something that Ben would wanted to do. They started off local to Canada and Mexico, but they didn't stop there. There were more places to go, more memories to share. Ben's first trip across the pond was to visit my husband Dave and I, exploring sites of London and Amsterdam's red light district raves, just the beginning of vacations and trips we crave. They've been to many stateside places as well, like George, Hawaii, skiing in Vail. Block Island has a special place in their hearts, as I'm sure you've heard the tale. They were on a beach on a beautiful summer day when Ben took a big inhale. He gave her a ring and asked for her hand, so in love with her and the future that they planned, ready to be her forever man. She'd said yes, no hesitation in her voice. For her, this was the most easy choice that she'd ever made, saying I do to him. Now their parents could rejoice, both families filled with happy grins. Emily and Ben, today is a continuation of the life you have built, with all your friends and families to witness your ideas. Marriage isn't always easy, but love is not knowing who you could spend every day with, who you could never lose. And after your realization, 10,000 miles apart, I know you'll love and cherish and protect each other's hearts. You'll work together through hardships, and you'll support each other as you grow, and you will be each other's best friends. I know, I'm crying, I know. Because it takes a special person for me to give my Emily away. And Ben, you are that person, and today is that day. So let's all raise a glass and get the party underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the blessing. The blessing is going to be given by Paul Shindell, brother of the bride. He'll be doing the holler, and then the wine will be by Doris and Ted, grandparents of the groom.
Rachel, tremendous. Okay,